Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to A Late Gaymer. I'm your host, A Late Gaymer, and today we are doing episode number 4 in the Can You 100% the Game series. As you can tell from the title, we are tackling Final Fantasy 15. Holy cow, I've done so many of the Final Fantasy games, I don't know where the time is going. This game, on the other hand, is not for the faint of heart. Obviously, minus the most recent Final Fantasy 16, I think, with the multiplayer online focus. This is a huge undertaking if you are trying to 100% the game. And part of the brainchild for this playlist was this game, because as I was researching for this, you cannot, technically, 100% this game according to the trophy guide on the PlayStation Store. Not sure about the Xbox side of things. If somebody who has an Xbox, unfortunately I do not have one, let me know if you are struggling with the trophies, because that is the whole point of this video, is to help you figure out, can you 100% this game? Let's get into it. So jumping right into the different editions of this game, this is actually one of the few Final Fantasy games that I do not have the collector's edition for. It runs you a pretty penny, and my wallet cannot handle it, so I have the day one edition. This was a gift many Christmases ago. I can officially say I completed it. I actually completed it a week or two ago now. After I was done with this, I was like, I don't have anything to do. I finally did it all. So kind of going into the editions really quick, you have the day one edition, which is this one. It came with some really cool DLC stuff. DLC weapon, a skin for the in-game car, and I think something else. I'm totally blanking on what it was. But you also have the deluxe edition of the game, the collector's edition, and the royal edition. Day one edition is going to run you anywhere between $6 and $30 right now. 6 on the low end, 30 for a nicer copy of it. Deluxe is going to run you anywhere between $6 and $99, depending on the condition. More probably sealed if it's on that $99 price point. Collectors is going to run you anywhere between $158 and $400. Yes, $400. I could not believe it when I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh. But it comes with a super giant posable figure of Noctis. It's very similar to the first class edition of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And last but not least, the Royal edition of the game is going to run you anywhere between $9 and $60. Currently, if you have the PlayStation Plus, or whatever the new base tier subscription is, you have access to this game in all of its entirety. And if you've got a physical copy, I think they allow you to get the DLC episodes for free. Could be wrong, I'm not sure how it worked. I have a disc copy of it, and when I upgraded to the PlayStation Plus roughly 2 years ago now, I was somehow able to gain access when I was playing it, the DLC episodes. There's trophies assorted with those as well, and we're going to go through all of them in the next one, so stay tuned. Now, jumping into the trophies and guides, I'm going to do something a little bit abnormal. Normally I start with the base game and work my way forward. I'm going to actually start with the break-off game and work my way backwards, because that is actually how this game cannot be 100% in. So according to the PlayStation Online Store, with all the trophies, you can only get 89% completion for this game, which is just, I was like, there's no way this is true. And sure enough, it is. Reason being, originally, this game had an online portion, and all the trophies that were associated with it were tied to the game, and it was in one piece according to PlayStation's online network. However, the online portion of the game has been down for a couple of years now. However, you can still get online and play with your friends locally or over the internet if you have PlayStation Plus. The thing now is that the player base is significantly less because this game is a bit older. However, you still can find people. So basically going over the Comrades portion of things first. That is what I just completed, so it's very fresh. But just going over that, a simple build to basically demo this entire game is going to be 2 Dragon Whiskers, level 120, and Dancing Daggers, also level 120, and 1 weapon of your choice. Whatever you feel like bringing, third option doesn't really matter. That will demo pretty much any boss in this game, and especially for the last 2 trophies, you're going to need this setup. So I'm going to attach a build guide for the Dragon Whisker in the description below. That helped me out a ton. I think I tried 2 different guides, so I actually have 2 different power levels of Dragon Whisker, but I'm going to recommend you do the one that I have in the description, mainly because that one is super easy to do. You can do it in literally about an hour. Farming will be a thing that is necessary in this part of the game, but it's a lot of fun. It really ties a nice bow onto the rest of the game, because once you basically play the game and then you do this, the whole story comes full circle. So that was really cool. So I highly recommend playing this game. Technically, the Comrades version is 100%able. So if you don't mind the 89% and the fact that you can actually still get 100% of the trophies from this game, it is technically 100%able. It's just you're dealing with 2 split games. Buckle up. Post-game checklist. Here you go. Make sure you have the King's Sigil. Side quests. If you don't feel like doing them, a lot of the side quests are not going to give you stuff that is going to be game breaking, at least in my opinion. I did every single side quest, and as far as I can tell you, the ones at the beginning are the most important in terms of if you're going to find like really OP weapons. The ones towards the end are kind of like you did it to do it. Fast forwarding that, make sure that you get the ultimate weapon at the beginning. That will make a lot of your gameplay through this like cutting through a hot knife with butter. Also, towards the end of the game, all of the ultimate dungeons, this is actually a post-game thing. Ultimate dungeons, those are insane. Also, throughout this game, if you're watching this before you actually play this game, read everything. There is a trophy that is very hard to get, and I barely almost got it. I couldn't believe it, as I said previously in this video. But everything you read goes towards that trophy. So if you see something you can read, read it. Lastly, the DLC chapters and Comrades. DLC chapters, in order I would play them, I did it in the order that they were listed. However, Prompto and Ardens are the most difficult in terms of earning trophies. Prompto and Arden both have time attack games that can be a little difficult to understand what they want you to do. Promptos is more like you have to meet a certain time, and the controls are just crap. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's crap, but just keep practicing it. The more you do it, the better times you're going to get. Ardens, on the other hand, you just have to understand the point system. The ones that I would tackle first are Ignises and Gladios. So tackle those first if you don't really care about the order. None of the stories are canon. They kind of tie into the main story, but once you've played the story, you kind of know when these happen. Last but not least, tackle Comrades if you're feeling up to the challenge. The main bulk of the game took me over 200 hours. But that was because I wanted to do everything. The only thing, like I stated earlier, was I did not catch every fish in the game. I did not unlock every weapon. But I was basically a hoarder in this game. I tried to get as much of everything as I could get. and basically grind all the characters to level 120. So that was really cool. In Comrades, if I didn't state it already in the video, it really ties everything nicely in a bow. And as mentioned previously, check the description for those guides. This will help you basically walk through the entire game. Some of it will require some grinding if you're trying to get to level 99, but once you get to level 99, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to be level 99 to beat the game, but it definitely does help. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. If you all have any trouble getting any of these trophies, the hardest one, like I stated earlier, is a reliable warrior. Feel free to comment below if you are still hunting any of these down. I'm more than willing to help anybody get these trophies. The more we can help everybody out get these trophies, it's just better for everyone. Let me know which one was the hardest for you, if you've managed to get any of these trophies. In a separate 2 videos, I will be uploading some of my gameplay footage from Comrades because I managed to actually save it, and I'm really excited to upload it. So be on the lookout for those. They will be under the Final Fantasy 15 playlist along with this video. Thank you all for watching so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful at all. Comment below what games you all are playing. I want to know what everybody else is playing. I got to keep building that back catalog. And feel free to subscribe. This channel is slowly growing, slowly but surely, and I love having everybody here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.